Bundesliga Heidenheim vs SV Darmstadt 98 prediction, team news, lineups preview. Two Bundesliga teams struggling at the wrong end of the table square off at Voith-Arena on Saturday afternoon as Heidenheim play host to SV Darmstadt 98. Both sides have previously met on 20 occasions in the second and third tiers of German football, but this will be their first ever encounter against one another in the top flight. Match preview. Heidenheim have begun their first ever Bundesliga season by accumulating 11 points from their opening 13 games, the second lowest total by a top-flight debutant after Gruther 8 points in 2012-13. Since claiming a surprise 2-0 home victory over high-flying Stuttgart in early November, Heidenheim have picked up just 1 point from their last 3 games, with a goalless draw with VfL Bochum sandwiched between away defeats to Bayern Munich and RB Leipzig, losing 2-1 to the latter last weekend. Despite that, Frank Schmidt's side sit 2 points clear of the relegation zone in 14th place, and they could climb to as high as 12th in the table if they beat Darmstadt on Saturday and other results were to go their way. It is fair to say that Heidenheim, who won the Bundesliga title last season, have fared better on home soil so far this season as they have collected 10 of their 11 Bundesliga points at Voith-Arena, while they have kept a clean sheet in each of their last 2 home games versus Stuttgart and Bochum. FCH will fancy their chances of claiming a priceless victory in their bid to avoid relegation when they face Darmstadt on Saturday, as they have won each of their last 4 home meetings with Die Lilien by an aggregate score of 7-1. Competing in the Bundesliga for the first time in 6 years, Darmstadt have endured a difficult start to the 2023-24 campaign, winning just 2, drawing 3, and losing 8 of their opening 13 matches. Die Lilien have failed to win each of their last 6 top-flight games, concluding the month of November with successive draws against Mainz 05 and Freiburg before suffering a slender 1-0 home defeat to basement club Köln last weekend. Victory for Köln helped them climb off the foot of the table and out of the relegation zone, with Darmstadt slipping to 16th place, the relegation playoff position, but Torsten Lieberknecht's side could leapfrog both Köln and Heidenheim with victory over the latter this weekend. Defensive frailties have been a key factor behind Darmstadt's slow start to the campaign, as they have already conceded a league-high 34 goals, including 19 shipped in their first 6 games away from home, more than any other team in the division. Keeping the ball out of the net will be key for Die Lilien if they wish to claim maximum points at Voith-Arena, where they have only won 1 of their last 10 visits. Team news. Heidenheim are still having to cope without Thomas Keller and Ilidon Kenaj, who are nursing knee injuries, while Leonard Maloney is doubtful after sustaining a knock in the defeat at Leipzig. Schmidt deployed a 3-4-2-1 formation last weekend, but he may revert to a 4-man defense versus Darmstadt, and the potential absence of midfielder Maloney, who started in a back 3 last time out, could see Adrian Beck return to the first 11. Aaron Dinksey is available for selection after serving a 1-match suspension last weekend, and the winger could be recalled to the starting lineup at the expense of Marvin Pieringer, allowing Tim Kleindienst to move into the center-forward role. As for Darmstadt, star midfielder Marvin Mellum is set to miss the rest of the season with a fractured fibula sustained against Köln, while Matthias Bader hip, Christoph Zimmermann, Fraser Hornby, Braden Manu all ankle and Fabio Torsiello buttocks all remain sidelined with injuries. The absence of Mellum could see Fabian Holland move from left back into midfield alongside Klaus Jasula and Fabian Nürnberger, with Amir Carrick deputizing on the left side of a back 4. Tim Skark is set to continue on the right flank while Bader continues to recover from injury, so either Luca Pfeiffer or Aaron Seidel, who are both yet to score in the Bundesliga this season, could be tasked with leading the line. Heidenheim possible starting lineup: Müller, Traore, Menka, Gimber, Forenbach, Schopner, Thurkopf, Dinksey, Beck, Best, Kleindienst. SV Darmstadt 98 possible starting lineup: Schuhen, Müller, Maglica, Clara, Carrick, Skark, Jasula, Holland, Nürnberger, Honsack, Pfeiffer. We say, Heidenheim 2-1 SV Darmstadt 98. A closely fought contest between two teams desperate to returning to winning way and climb away from danger is set to take place on Saturday. Taking into account Heidenheim's home form and Darmstadt's struggles on the road, we believe that the hosts will do just enough to grind out hard-fought victory to remain outside of the bottom three. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.